We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
They're running it.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, a run with Breida. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Mike 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Watch the shit.
Geis with the carry on second down. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Love. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. Mike 54. Come on, the ball. Come on. Check. Check. Hot.
Here's Geis. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now Haskins on first down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Love. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On second down, Love. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Third down, here's Geis. Now Geis stripped. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On first down, this is Geis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go. I'm off the flag. Check. Watch 54. Come on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
I got it. 36.
They'll run with Geis. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Come on, set. Time to end it. Let's go. High ball. So we got man. Check 31.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll toss it to Breida. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Tight end's right. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Check down to Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's the way.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this second quarter. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, his fifth touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go. The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On the ground, it's Geis. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Okay? Come on, right? Check, check. Watch the run. Here we go, here we go. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now Haskins to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it, as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
On the return is Pettis, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Garoppolo on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
16 more yards. That's another 49er first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now a toss play, it's Breida. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check 50, check 50.
6, 6.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the screen.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. A gain of 3, second down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. We got 4. We got 4.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points, so you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes, make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here we go. 180! 21, 21. Here we go.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 26 Mike, 26 Mike.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's a 3rd and 2.
You better be afraid of me.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
Get ready. Wide, get wide.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. A quick hitter complete. It's Love. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Geis. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Like 20!
Reset, tight right. Pick it up.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. On first down, here's Love. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. Do you see how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Here we go. Come on the base. Check. Watch 54. Ready? Check. Fresno. No. Staying on the ground, it's Love.
Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Ready? Hey, come on. Mike 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it. Check. Ready? Watch that. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. How you getting the head out? How you getting the head out?
On 3rd down, here's Love. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here we go.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Garoppolo now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Safe.
11. 21.
26, Mike. Here we go, D.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Garoppolo now A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down.
Check, man!
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go. 180! No game on this, Steve. 21.
They run with Breida. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you...
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chandler Jones, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a run with Geis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, put it to him. Put it to him. Mike's by 4. What we got? What we got? What we got? Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, D.
They go play action with Haskins. connects here with the tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
This is Geis. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
From the 39, Haskins. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll hand it down to Geis. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now a give running left is Geis. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Slam, slam, slam. Joker, 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 joker. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
And the Redskin first down.
Ready, ready. 50 seconds to Mike. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, 56. 56. You don't want none of that. Pick up the ball.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Redskins, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they'll get the short week.